I-70 eastbound is closed, as you can see behind me. I want to step behind the camera to give you a closer look here. Going to zoom in, as you can see these flames right here that crews are still battling. Those tankers have been shuttling back and forth here. You can see them behind me. These communication devices help kids with disabilities tell their parents their wants, needs, and feelings, like how much pain they're in.
I feel a lot of pain.
In State College, David Kaplan, WTAJ News. Yeah! I am in the passenger waiting room. As you can see, people still waiting here for a plane that is scheduled to be here around 5:30. You can see all the tire tracks just feet away from Josh Blower's tombstone. Safety company Shape the Sky is teaching local parents about the apps their children are using, like Instagram and Snapchat. It's also helping them recognize the dangers their children are facing while using these apps. The picture behind me shows 10 young men at the Nittany Lion statue at Penn State. It's followed below the picture by a list of 10 names with the words "the Nazis." This is just one of several pictures calling out people for allegedly being members of a hate group. These are screenshots from a packet circulated on campus showing swastikas and saying things like Penn State Nazis. Penn State spokesperson Lisa Powers tells us the packets were found in bathrooms in the hub and in the Willard building. Rabbi Nassim Moretsky, director of Chabad of Penn State, says the accusations are shocking.
We're past that. We're not, this is something from hundreds of years ago or definitely decades ago, and we need to be focused on building relationships with each other.
Students we spoke to agree. They believe this isn't a joke and shouldn't be taken lightly.
There's no room for hate or for Nazis on this campus. It's wrong, and there's no benefit to it. It's just a hate group.
Tuesday, the Black Student Union group at Penn State shared the picture and tweeted, "This packet allegedly has the identities of multiple Nazis attending Penn State University. At Penn State, we are not comfortable nor accepting of these students, and BSU would like to officially condemn this." No one has claimed responsibility for sharing these packets and accusing these men of being Nazis.
When students see these packets, you should report it to the university. I have my office there in the Pasquarello Center. Rabbi Hershey has his office there in the Pasquarello Center, and there's lots of resources available, in the university that students, if they need to take advantage of, should definitely take advantage of.
Lisa Powers at Penn State says there's no place for hate at Penn State, and they are looking into this situation. At the State College studio, David Kaplan, WTAJ News.
There's a lot of kids these days don't want to get their hands dirty. I've noticed a lot of them just want to be famous, doing like videoing.
Garrett Johnsonbaugh is a senior at Bellefonte High. Thanks to 3 years of automotive classes at the Central Pennsylvania Institute of Science and Technology, he'll have his state emissions and inspection certification when he graduates in June. He says he wants to follow in his dad's footsteps and become a mechanic. He likes working with his hands, and the money isn't bad either.
It's paying very well right now. I actually have a job lined up with Firestone, and just to start out, they're gonna pay me more than what my father makes already.
Garrett's teacher at CPI, Mike Sipe, says more and more auto techs are retiring, and unlike Garrett, it's hard to get most young people interested in their career because cars are constantly changing and getting harder to fix.
We can no longer just figure that anyone can come in and work on a car because of all the electronics and ignition modules and things like that can be actually repaired incorrectly or more damage done.
These techs have to know how to reconstruct a car after an accident and rework sensors, wire harnesses, and the safety restraint system. Sipe has dealerships and local shops asking him for trained techs all the time, but the number of graduates isn't matching the openings. Take Karch Auto and State College, for instance. General Manager Sean Packer says they've been searching candidates for a while.
The problem now is you used to be able to contact those people and get someone pretty quickly as an intern or to fill a position. Now it's a lot harder. You contact them, there's so few of them that everybody's trying to grab them.
So what's this mean for the customer? A lack of techs means a longer wait to get your car fixed. And the timing couldn't be any worse. This is the peak time of year for auto work because of the weather.
If we could get more techs out there to perform the work on these newer cars, we could actually, pick up the work level, pick up the work pace, and we could, get people's cars fixed on a more timely manner.
Drones. Drones are swarming into businesses that are seeing their value. One such business is Penn State. Matthew Wolf is a maintenance supervisor with Penn State's Office of Physical Plant. He's taking a drone class to help pass the FAA Part 107 drone certification test, a test that will give him his license and help him do his job better.
If we're able to have the real-time data and be able to fly different parts of campus, we can do a lot of mapping with it. Maybe it's pesticide or chemical control applications, integrative pest management mapping and that kind of stuff.
His teacher at South Hills School of Business and Technology is Chuck Farrell. He believes drones are saving companies loads of time and money.
It's much more economical to buy a drone for $1,500 than to hire a helicopter for a few hours. I mean, you're going to spend that and maybe a couple, 3 hours on a helicopter, where I'm going to be able to fly this drone for many, many hours.
And it's not just the workforce that's finding these flying devices handy.
And if I'm a homeowner, just the ability to take the drone off and I can look in my gutters around the house to see if they're clogged with leaves, right? I mean, it's a real practical use that you can do at home.
Jeff Stahusky at South Hills School of Business and Technology says a wide range of businesses now want people who can fly a drone.
Real estate folks are using them to document their real estate for sale. Insurance agents are using them to assess damage that's been done to a roof or a house.
Stahusky says drones aren't a toy. They help make work more efficient. Where else would you be able to get a bird's eye view like this? First responders agree. The State College Police Department is about to launch their drone. Chief John Gardner believes a drone can be used to direct large crowds of traffic better at Penn State football games or at the scene of a car crash.
We saw other police departments across the country utilizing drones, and we thought there was some practicality to it.
Drones can also keep officers out of harm's way.
The scene might be unsafe, so we can utilize a drone to send them in there to see exactly what we are dealing with.
Chief Gardner says if you're going to fly a drone, it's vital to learn the rules.
You have to be mindful of what the law states and what safe operating is, because you could either intentionally or unintentionally interfere with other, whether it be firefighting efforts or law enforcement efforts.
In State College, David Kaplan, WTAJ News.